Welcome to this week's installment of the 2-Minute Drill. Here once again with Nichols head coach Kevin Loney. Kevin, you guys had a 7-point loss to MIT this weekend. You took an early lead. You fell behind. You got outscored 34-7 at one point, but you rallied back in the fourth quarter, and you had one last shot at the end zone to tie the game.
Well, I think the big picture for our kids is now this is 3 weeks in a row for this young team where we've had the lead to start the game, and it's a question of now against two good football teams in a row, Curry last week and MIT this past week. Can you finish the game? Can you make enough plays in the second half? Can you get things done so that all you really can ask for is have the ball at the end of the game, either with a chance to ice the win, all right, or finish the game with tying the game or winning the game. So, and that's what we've been in the last couple of weeks.
You touched on a little bit last week about believing you can win and expecting you can win. And you continue to see the change in the players once again this past week's game.
Certainly, I think that's been, for me, I think the biggest transition for this entire season is that, we talked to our players about a month and a half ago about the idea of being a team that hoped it would play well to now a team that actually believes it can win. And you're seeing that in terms of how we're starting games, how we're playing through games, and against teams who in the past we've not really competed against. Especially I look at the Curry game again 2 weeks ago, and now against a really good MIT team. And don't be fooled, they're a very good football team. And, being able to play the game. And our kids, I think, believe they can win games. They believe they can go out and compete with anybody in the conference. Now it's a matter of us taking the next small step, which is going from believing we can win to expecting you can win. And, we talk to our players with the fact that if you believe you can win, when good things happen, you're still going to be surprised by them occasionally. If you expect to win, when good things happen, you just keep playing because that was supposed to happen. And we had a couple of situations during the game where I think our guys were believing they could win and still weren't that sure. And it cost us in the long run. A penalty here, a mistake here, a misassignment here and there when a good thing could have happened. When you look at what happens, with the teams that are always winning games in the conference, they expect to win. And so when those big opportunities present themselves, they just go out and execute and they go take care of business. And that's what we're trying to get to. And so that's our big challenge going through our last week of the season.
You mentioned last week of the season you're facing Salve Regina, Bob Chesney, who you played with in college.
I know Bob a little bit.
And also took over a program who 3 years ago, somewhat similar to what you're in now, and
Certainly.
now they're atop the conference.
Certainly. I obviously have the utmost respect for Bob. We've got a lot of good history. He and I had a lot of success as college players and as college coaches together. And so it's always a good time when we get together. Just a lot of the same philosophies and ideas about how to run a program, how to win, how to play, how to do little things. And he's got his guys playing. And realistically, it's a team that expects to win. They go out, they've played a great schedule all year long, and it shows. They come in and take over the conference and have been phenomenal all season long. Had a stumble last week in an awful weather game, and then had a big bounce back against Plymouth State this past weekend. So we've got to work cut out for us. They're a very good team, very talented, very athletic. They're huge up front on both sides of the ball. And they give you a really hard time schematically. They are a great game plan team. They're going to game plan every single team every single week. So whatever you saw on film is not what you're going to see on game day. You may see some things here and there, but they're always going to have a wrinkle for you. So our job is going to be able to, for our players and our coaches, to trust each other and just play and keep playing. Know they're going to make a play here and there, and come back to the sideline and have good answers and keep playing and really just keep swinging, because we're good enough to compete against Salve. Now, do we do it? That's the question.
Great. Thanks for your time, Coach. FansNicholsAthletics.com is your home for everything Bison football.